Hi everyone, this is Vic, back again with another live fragrance review. First of all, I would like to thank everyone because my channel reached 7K and it's all granted to you. And I wanted to thank everyone for your support and your kindness through the years. And these channels really belong to you and belong to all of my subscribers. And I hope that we are going to hit the road more times together, and many things are waiting for us, and I hope that I can achieve my goals. So today I'm going to review a fragrance that seldomly talked on YouTube. Is Mauboussin Discovery by the French jewelry shop, jewelry maker Mauboussin of Paris. And this fragrance was released in 2021. Is a very interesting fragrance, and I really like the fragrances from the house of Mauboussin of Paris. You know, the jewelry makers are always very unique. Hello, Dushan. How are you? How are you doing? I hope all is fine with you. Jewelry makers are always great fragrance makers, and thank you. I hope everything is fine in Serbia. This fragrance, as I tell you, was released in 2021. I don't know who was the perfumer behind. Unfortunately, I couldn't find. Mauboussin Discovery is a citrus woody fragrance. Top notes are Calabrian bergamot, pink pepper, and green apples. And great scent of the day, Knitze 10 Golden Edition. Wow, this is a classic. This is a great classic from Austria. Well done. I love Knitze 10. It is one of the best leather in the world. And Knitze 10 Golden Edition is a great fragrance as well. My scent of the day is Mauboussin Discovery, as what I'm talking about. Heart notes are cardamom, thyme, jasmine. Base notes are patchouli, oak moss, and leather. And I give you also main accords. Main accords are citrus, aromatic, fresh and spicy, warm and spicy, woody, earthy, patchouli, mossy, fruity, and also soft spicy. Well, this fragrance, what is all about this fragrance? The house of Mauboussin really made lots of great fragrances. Prior to that, I reviewed Mauboussin Pour, and I'm going to review more and more fragrances from the house of Mauboussin because I really admire a couple of things. They are lasting, they are very affordable, and they are great qualities. You know, this is not a designer house. This is a jewelry shop. This is a jewelry maker. It's one of the oldest jewelry maker in France, and their headquarters is located at Place Vendôme in Paris. I heard for that one, thanks to Ramsey. Yeah, okay, well done. Bravo, Ramsey. He's a fine guy too. Mauboussin Discovery is very close to Creed Aventus, but it's not the clone of Creed Aventus, but it's on the same mood, it's on the same ballpark. The opening is very similar to Creed Aventus, but the Creed Aventus one was a great fragrance, not the watered down Creed Aventus of today. So that's why I'm very interested about this fragrance, because you have a great alternative to Creed Aventus for less than $45. And this fragrance deserves to be discovered by you. And you can, I think in the European market, you can have it for $35, if I'm not wrong. And it's a perfect fragrance. It's a very versatile fragrance. Perfect fragrance for everyday uses. You can wear it to office. You can wear it to do sport. It's not a very dark fragrance. It's very citrusy, green fragrance, and mossy fragrance with the hint of apple. But I also detect the pineapple. Well, I don't know. It's not mentioned on the notes breakdown, but I detect the hints of pineapple. Well, it's really has been inspired by Creed Aventus, absolutely. But I prefer this one to Mont Blanc Explorer because Mont Blanc Explorer is too harsh and very synthetic. But here, the fragrance is not harsh, is not synthetic. It's extremely soft and smooth, very well blended, very good quality, I can say. And really, the house of Mauboussin of Paris more and more astonish me because they make great fragrances. And I really, prior to this, I reviewed Mauboussin pour Homme, which was released, I think, was the first fragrance in 1998 and was made by master perfumer Alberto Morias. Usually, they always have great perfumer behind each fragrances. On Mauboussin Discovery, I couldn't find the name of the perfumer, but I am sure that this fragrance also was made by a great perfumer. Yeah, Dushan, I really think that you should try this one because it's absolutely a big stunner. And if you like the fragrances on the same ballpark as Aventus, then you will enjoy wearing this fragrance. Also remind me of another fragrance that I reviewed prior to this on my channel, which is Dunhill Desire Gold, which is absolutely a clone of Creed Aventus, but I didn't like that much because I think the House of Dunhill has its own reputation and should not become a clone maker. But this one, it's not a clone. That's what I like. Has its own personality. And under dry down, things change. Under dry down is less similar to Creed Aventus. So that's why I prefer this one to others, so-called between the breakage clones. For example, I never liked Club de Nuit by Armaf because it was too harsh, was very synthetic, and give me a kind of bad effect, and I didn't like that. I bought it, I never wore it, and I just even never reviewed that fragrance because I don't like to review clone makers. This is my policy. The only clone makers I reviewed was Milton Lloyd of London because I think Milton of London do a great job because they make fragrances that they don't exist anymore. It's like a duo. Those are not clone makers because those are brands that help you to get fragrances that you cannot buy anymore. But here, this is not a clone. This is definitely not a clone. This is an absolute fragrance which deserves to be discovered. That's why maybe they name it Discovery. And to me, has absolutely similarities with Creed Aventus, especially on the opening. And later on the dry down, you don't get that much similarities with Creed Aventus. It's more his own way of developing. It develops more drier, more aquemousy, more woodsy, and less fruity. So this is the perfect fragrance that you can buy for, let's say, less than $50, which is very affordable, good quality, because the House of Mauboussin, it's a Jewish maker, and they really make great fragrances. And I think we have to highlight this brand because deserve to be highlighted. Nobody, yeah, there are people that talking about this fragrance, but I think deserve more highlights than what been done until now. And I really enjoy wearing fragrances from Mauboussin of Paris because I like brands, jewelry brands, fragrances such as Mauboussin, Cartier, Van Cleef and Arpels, Boucheron, because they really make great fragrances of their own, very good quality, and the fragrances are very different than designer brands, and they are not designer, they are jewelry makers, so they have the little touch of high quality excellence that differs them from designer houses. So if I don't know if you ever experience, for example, our friend Dushan, if you are still online, Have you experienced before fragrance from the house of Mauboussin, or you never experienced this brand? Because I really want to know your opinion. If you are still with us, let me know. As I told you, never. Okay, okay. Yeah, as I told you, it's not still very well known. It's more well known to English market. It's more well known to French market and also German market in Europe. So give it a try. Try it at first. Try this one or try Mauboussin Homme, the original, which is a great classic lavender, creamy lavender fragrance. I reviewed. You can check my review. I reviewed that one too. Then you will realize that it's a real good quality, very affordable, very. I'm not going to say it's a cheapy brand because it's not a cheapy brand. If you don't buy from discounters, the price tag is between 75 up to 80 euros. But fortunately, you can find it on discounters, and then prices are between 45, 35, 45, $50. So it's around 40, 45 euros or even less. Sometimes you can find it for cheaper price. So uh, give it a try, Dushan. Yeah, and let me know your opinion about because really I want to know others' opinion about. I think in the field of the fragrances, we should not be very snobbish. I'm sorry to say because I'm a big fragrance collector. I also collect lots of vintage fragrances. I own over I don't know 1,000 of fragrances or even more. But I don't believe that you smell great if you pay $400. I'm sorry to say, I think you can smell great even with $30. And this is my battle. This is my main motto: wear only what you want to wear and stay fragrant. Because there are so many fragrances that they are less than $30 and they still smells great. I can give you lots of examples. This one, or okay, another fragrance that I will show you. This one, Character by the House of Daniel Hechter, is still available. This fragrance costs around $25. Many fragrances are still there, and you don't have to pay high prices to get my most expensive fragrance is Diagef. Yeah, yeah, I know that. This is it. Well, if you like, and you want to make yourself a pleasure, then go for it. But what I'm talking about is young fellers that they never had the prior experience. They start the journey. They start the fragrance journey. They became a more and more snob. They only swear on very expensive fragrances, and they believe if they don't spend less than $300, they are not going to smell great. I'm wrong. You can smell great with $30. You can smell great with $20. It all depends how you find your fragrance and how you get your fragrance, and you have to test. Don't buy and blind buy. Don't never buy and blind buy. Go step by step. Fragrances that you this is a great fragrance. Even the current formulation is fabulous. You can have the fragrances have to be smelled before you buy. Another example of a great fragrance, Dracar Intense by the House of Gila Roche was released 2 years ago. Fantastic fragrance. Great fragrance for less than $35. This fragrance is majestic fragrance, and believe me, okay, what you say, Dushan, our friend, I only have the modern version of Daniel Hechter's Character. I love it. Okay, that's it. The modern version do the job. The Dracar Intense by Gila Roche. This was released 2 years ago, and this fragrance is not a flanker of Dracar Noir. This is the no. I'm sorry. This is not a Dracar Noir, Dushan. Many people, many folks, they made mistakes. This is the flanker of the original Drakkar, which was released in 1972. And the House of Gila Roche released Drakkar Intense in 2022 for the anniversary of the Drakkar Original. I reviewed Drakkar Original. I am the only guy who have ever reviewed Drakkar Original on YouTube. You can check my review and know what I'm talking about. This one has the DNA of Drakkar Original in the more ambery, more sweeter version. Okay? I will buy the original from 1970. You have the original? Okay. If you still have it, you can see what I'm talking. And they made a clear bottle because they wanted to do that. If that was a flanker of Drakkar Noir, then they would name it Drakkar Noir Intense. This is very clear. And most of the people, they don't know what was Drakkar Original. They thought this is a flanker of Drakkar Noir. This is not a flanker. And prior to this, the House of Gila Roche released Drakkar Essence. And Drakkar Essence was also another flanker of Drakkar Original. I reviewed all of them. You can check it out on my playlist of Gila Roche fragrances. And to be very honest with you, Drakkar Essence and Drakkar Intense are both fantastic. But they don't, maybe they have some similarities with Drakkar Noir, but they are not flankers of Drakkar Noir. They are flankers of the original Drakkar, which is sadly has been discontinued by the House of Gila Roche, and I'm very sorry for that because I love that fragrance, and I hope this fragrance will be back on shelves. Well, this is another problem that we cannot talk about it. So this is a fragrance that I wanted to talk about, and so another fragrance that maybe you can have with a very affordable price, and it smells great. It's this one, Bois de Vetiver by Karl Lagerfeld. Fantastic fragrance. Costs you 30 euro or $35, not more. So it can smell great. Yeah, I agree. The modern Creed 10 Golden Edition is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. This is a great, fantastic fragrance. Bois de Vetiver by Karl Lagerfeld is also a very smooth, woody vetiver. If you like that type of vetiver, give it a try. Fabulous, and you are not going to break your bank. You just spend few bucks and you have a great fragrance. My favorite vetiver scent is Vintage Timbuktu. Yeah, but Vintage Timbuktu, my friend, is an expensive fragrance. It's not very affordable. And the current version is so-so. So I'm not going to spend $200 for a watered-down fragrance. It's crazy. They ask you lots of bucks for... This is the same thing that happened with Tom Ford's fragrances. I lately reviewed Oud Wood. The current version of Oud Wood is very, very watered down and still very expensive. That's why they are going to release Oud Wood Parfum, because they cannot satisfy the customers who buy $300 fragrance with a watered down fragrance that lasts only an hour and a half on your skin. So those are things that we all know. We all had chats about that. But I don't like the brand of Tom Ford. This is your opinion. Tom Ford's they made great fragrance at the beginning, but nowadays they are not anymore the same quality. They got great fragrances such as Tobacco Oud, Oud Wood, Tuscan Leather, also Tom Ford Noir, EDP, which was fantastic. They made great fragrances at the beginning. Tom Ford Signature, which is not discontinued, Tom Ford Vetiver. They were all great fragrances, but unfortunately has not the case anymore. Have been reformulated and watered down since Estee Lauder bought the brand, and the Estee Lauder did the same thing with Frederic Malle fragrances, and they are now too watering down, and very expensive, and I'm not interested anymore. So disgusting. Uh, that's it. You can have great fragrances for very affordable prices, and you don't have to break your banks. You have to try. You have to really try to find if the fragrance is worthy to be buy, and don't. Nobody can decide instead of you. You have to be the final nose. It's your money, and don't waste it, on hypes. Don't waste it on other words. I always try on my channel. Never pushed anyone. I never put any link. I never make money out of it. I'm not here to earn money. I just share things that I really like and I really wear. I hope you have Bellamy Vetiver. It's not expensive, and it's also absolutely Bellamy Vetiver. To me, is the only one that really resemble to the original Bellamy, because I don't like too much the current formulation of Bellamy. I'm sorry to say, I reviewed. I don't like it, but Bellamy Vetiver, fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm going to review that one. Thanks for reminding me, Dushan. I'm going to review Bellamy Vetiver. Sure, I have it and I love it. Great choice. Fantastic. And this fragrance channel is not aimed to earn money out of you. And, I'm not here to promote a brand. I'm not here to give you some secret links or some secret codes that you can get discounts and I can get my commission after. No, I'm here to just to propose you the fragrances that I love. Sometimes I even, most of the time, I even review fragrances that they don't exist anymore. Last week I reviewed Eau de Gucci, which is a discontinued fragrance, and nobody talked about it. And I'm the only one who have ever reviewed that one. So you can check it out. This brand is only targeted for true Fragcom lovers, true vintage lovers. And I also review fragrances that are brand new, such as Mauboussin Discovery. If I really like, if I really wear, then I will review. Otherwise, I will never review. For example, I never review, and I will never review Club de Nuit by Armaf. It's a crap. Why? I don't understand the hype around. This is the worst fragrance I ever sniffed, and it's even worse. Once I tried and I got rashes. So why I have to promote that crap to others? I will never review. I always test fragrances. If they stay on my skin, well done. Don't ever buy Armaf. Don't ever buy Arabic clones because they are dangerous. To be very honest with you. Aventus, yeah, it's a great, but unfortunately, Aventus has been watered down, and it's not the same it used to be. And Aventus Absolute, I didn't like it. I reviewed, I tested, I reviewed. I was one of the first to ever even talk about it. I was one of the first to test it. And based on my sample testing, I made a review, and I didn't like it, because why I have to pay $400 for a fragrance that is very similar to Sauvage Elixir? Rubbish. But this is my choice. Maybe somebody else like, but why not? After all, the only decision maker is you by the end. So fragrances that I review are the fragrances that I buy by myself, I test by myself, and they have to be free allergy, because I'm not going to promote an allergy fragrance to others. I don't want you get problems. A couple of times ago, a Chinese company contacted me, can you review? I said, no, I'm not going to review. I'm not going to review because I don't know you and I never tested your fragrances, and I'm not here to make money. So don't bother, okay? So this is my policy. I hope that you know me, you know who I am, how I do. I'm not here to promote myself. That's why you never see my face. I'm not here to gain a notoriety out of it. I'm just here with a few guys that really like this channel and they have a kindness to come back and check my reviews. Otherwise, I'm not here to become a hype maker. This is not my goal. I am not here to promote you fragrances that I never use by myself. So this is it. Thanks for being here, my friend Dushan. I think I'm going to end this live because it's a little early in LA and I have to start my day. Hope to see you and hope to hear again from you. Have a great day, everyone in Europe. And God bless you all. Stay fragrant. Remember, wear only what you want to wear. And until we talk again, God bless you all. Cheerio.